fluffy, it's soft, it's nutritious in some ways, I guarantee. And it's a treat that's shared throughout households since the beginning of the series. Today, I will be sharing with you my recipe that's easy, step-by-step, clarity promised. And if you stick around, I'll teach you how to make the icing on top and even give you one of your own. You'll have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to taste this treat that most gamers have been yearning to get their hands on since the beginning of time. Today's ingredients we need are egg beaters, 6 silicone bowls, usually found at Walmart, but I have one for an oven, although we don't have one, you will need one to bake it in. As for edibles, you're going to need 1 box of any kind of pound cake, 2/3 cup of milk or water, but milk makes it creamier, so it's a lot better that way. Half a stick of butter, and 2 eggs. For the frosting, you are going to need 2 cups of confectionate sugar, half a stick of butter, 1 teaspoon, or just a capful of vanilla extract, pure vanilla extract, not imitate, and 1/4 cup of milk. Instructions for the sweet roll go as follows. You're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees because you have to let it heat before you put them in. Grease your sweet rolls as follows. Canola oil or vegetable oil is fine. Either one you choose to use works well, but make sure you get it greased well because it helps it come out of the pan once you're done with it. Grab your larger bowl and a spatula. And what you're going to need for this is the mix, 2/3 of a cup of milk, half a stick of butter, and 2 eggs. So you're going to add all these ingredients into your bowl. First, by cracking the egg and putting it in. And then adding the mix. All of it should be put in, because if you don't, it's not the right intended amount for what it was given. Add in your butter, and your butter has to be softened because if you don't soften your butter, it's going to end up becoming lumpy, and no one wants to eat lumpy, disgusting sweet rolls. You're then going to turn on your egg beaters to low for 30 seconds because you don't want it to go all over. And you're going to mix them together until you feel like it's evenly mixed together. And most of the time this will take a minute, but once you have it thoroughly mixed together, what you're going to want to do is put it up to high, make sure it's getting all around the edges, then you're going to turn it off, knock these off, grab your spatula, and you're going to want to scrape the edges to make sure you have everything off the edges so you don't have any lumps. Go back to your egg beaters and go for about 10 more seconds on high. Then you're going to grab your spatula and fill this up about halfway. If you fill it up any more than halfway, it's going to overflow and make a mess in your oven, which isn't good. And once you have it halfway, you are going to beat it down a bit, just so it evenly sets and you get the desired mold. Then you're going to stick it in the oven. And while that's cooking in the oven, you're going to want to put it in there for about 30 minutes. After you're done with that, what you're going to want to do is start working on your icing, which what you're going to need are all the ingredients over here, which is 2 cups of confectionate sugar, which is also powdered sugar, half a stick of butter, milk, and a teaspoon or a capful with the vanilla extract. So you're going to grab your other bowl, which is this one, and you're going to add in your half a stick of butter, And then you're going to add your confectionate sugar. And then your teaspoon of vanilla extract. You're not going to add in your milk yet, because if you add in your milk, you don't know how much you're going to want, and again, you're going to do this on low until these are thoroughly mixed together. And the reason we're not wanting to put a lot inside of it is because if you put too much on it, it'll end up becoming really thin, and vice versa, if you don't add enough milk, it's going to end up becoming really, really thick. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to grab our milk for the frosting, and you're going to gradually add in little bits of milk to your desired effect. And we want it to be thin because we want it to just kind of dribble down the sides of the sweet roll, as you see over there. And continue mixing for about 30 seconds. Continue adding milk. As you can see, it's starting to get chunky, which is when you know you need to add in some more milk. So what you're going to do is just turn it off and add some more of your milk in. It's messy. It is. Add a bit more of your milk. This is about the perfect consistency. You want it so it has to have a little bit of help to come off of this, and it's just really easy to spoon off of it. And now, as promised, this is basically what you're going to do, is you're going to get your mold and just drizzle it on top. It's basically that once it's done. You can do it while it's hot or when it's cold. Either way it'll work. And now, as promised, I will give you all a taste of this delicious sweet roll.